Hello. It's Thursday, the 24th of July, 2025. Welcome along to the channel, The Fifth Guardian. I'm your host, Tony Hunt, where today I'll be player of games. Can't see it though, can you? But as always, it's not my story. It's not your story. Today's story is all about competing in, and hopefully for the last time, the Lotus Emira GT4 Limited Series within Real Racing 3 Update 13.5. And would you believe it? This is part 4 of that mini series. Now, the good news is, if we get the game on screen, we're at 84%, so hopefully we will get this game, this series completed today. Aaron C. John enters the chat on the YouTube side and says hello. Hello, Aaron. Welcome along. Good to see you again. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for saying hello in the chat. Right, so we've got the endurance in tier 13 to complete and then just tier 14 and 15. So there should be no way we'll hit the $M cap of 250,000 a day. But maybe we'll give it our best shot. Okay, so good start. 6.3 miles to get first for Mount Panorama. And with the car fully serviced, we should get quite a few miles. So I'm going to guess 12. Aaron C. John says, what series will you do after completing this one? Well, tomorrow I'm going to be competing in multiple series within the actual game. So it'd be both exclusive series that I've got currently open. I'll do some weekly time trial racing. I'll do the time trial competition and also the online multiplayer tournament. I think there's a couple of other series as well. So yeah, busy day tomorrow. Plenty of stuff to be racing in. I think I only need to get round this track twice to complete my goal. But I am going to carry on. I'm going to try and earn as much M dollars as possible. There we go. Right, look at that. 4 miles already on the scoreboard. So if we do another lap, we should win quite easily. John enters the chat and puts a waving hand, I believe it is. Welcome along, John. Good to see you. And oh no, not him enters the chat with the same question. And therefore I have the same answer. Okay, there we go. That is third. Second. And at last, first. 7 miles recorded. We are actually quite low in terms of time, but we are coming up to the end of the lap. "45 seconds added." I'm not sure I'm going to get to 12 miles, you know. Definitely 8, possibly 9. As it stands, not much more. Although I have caused some damage to my car, so that's probably why. Sometimes when you read the chat, you take the eye off the screen and that's enough. So yeah, it looks like I'm not going to get much more than 9 and a bit miles. Oh, I think I got past him. There you go. So 10 miles. Oh, we'll just stop here. There we go. So 10 miles, what does that equate to in terms of M dollars earned? So Not Him says, "Will you ever?" Let's go with no. Let's do no. Let's try that. $29,200. It's going to cost me more in M dollars to. Oh, I don't need to service the car. Well, that was a bit lucky. Ooh, right. What shall we do? I think to maximize the durability, we should start with the Cup. So, tier 14. The minimum PR for that cup is 67.2. My car's at 68.3. So fingers crossed we should achieve that quite easily. Aaron C. John says you could have stopped at 6.3 miles to save durability. Yeah, I'm not overly worried about durability, and also I'm not overly worried about earning extra M dollars because I don't think I'll hit the cap. So I get what you were saying. Understand why you said that. Wouldn't disagree, but I think with so little stuff to do, I don't think it's a big deal. But the car still needs, it still has durability left, so we're going to do the Grand Prix circuit at Circuit of the Americas, and lo and behold, it's 7 laps. Oh dear. 7 laps. Oof. Nevertheless, it's Circuit of America, so there's always plenty of opportunity to overtake. So I really don't see this being too hard to get first on. Already in 5th. That 4th. Get that 3rd. Second. Virtual medical doctor Iyaka joins the chat. Welcome along. Says hello. Hello back. Hope you are well. There we go. First, by the start of lap 2. 6 more laps to go. It might be a bit of a snore fest being this long. So I think what we'll do, we'll focus on how quick a lap we can get. There we go, that is 2 laps down. First by 300 yards. I didn't even check the time. I don't know. Wasn't paying attention. You see, this is what I mean. Too many laps sends you to sleep. You just get into auto drive. Alright, there we go. We're not even. Oh, hello, might have braked a little bit late there. We're not even a third of the way there. Actually, we probably are a third of the way there. Just about. Okay, so this won't be a particularly good lap, but as I forgot to make a note of the previous lap, this is the lap to beat, which should be quite easy as I braked late twice around the lap. A 1:44.555. Let's see if we can beat that. I feel like I'm already a couple of seconds up. Just need to get the braking zone right at the end of this straight. So at least we are over halfway through the race now. And look at that, we're catching back markers as well. .141.778 that time round. Lap 5, 3 more laps including this one. Good grief, this is a long cut. 7 laps around Circuit of Americas. Car will need servicing after this, but we'll have earned so much end dollars that a little dent of 29,500 M dollars to service the car instantly won't be too much of a problem. A little bit late on the braking there. More back markers ahead. 1 down, 2 down. Did go the wrong way around them, but you know, bit of a messy lap that one. Bit of a messy lap, and again I go off track. That's ruined the whole of that straight. A 144 again. I don't know. Still good enough to win though. Which I guess is all that really matters. More back markers. At the moment they're turning up in 2s. Alright, there we go. Penultimate lap. Again, another 144. So let's see if we can really put a lap together this time. Can we do better than a 141? As at the moment, up to this point, in terms of me remembering to look at the lap times as across the finish line, that's the fastest lap I've set. So what do we reckon? I reckon this will be 72,000 M dollars earned. There we go, got it right that time. 1:42. Oh well. There we go. That was a long race. 12 minutes of racing. So I do need to service the car, and I will do. %. I think it was over 70,000 because it was at 28, wasn't it? So 104,000 though from 2 races. That's a crazy amount. We'll service the car and we'll do it instantly as well. That's going to cost us 29,500. Speed record around Sebring International Circuit. Okay. This might take a few goes. Let's see how we get on. Right, here we go. I might have to brake late. There you go. First, if there's damage, it'll only be a small amount. 170 miles per hour, top speed set. Speed record completed. Just over 5,000 $5,000 earned. That's okay. We're definitely going to complete this limited series today. Elimination. Up next, the South Circuit at Lime Rock Park. Melvin Lee enters the chat and says hello. Hello, Melvin. Welcome along. Been a while. Good to see you again. Into fourth, third, second, tight corner, into first. There we go. No looking back now. Melvin Lee asks, how are you? Are you good? Yes, I am. Thank you very much. Thanks for asking. Hope you are too. Crazy Car Videos enters the chat. Welcome along. Says good. Well, I wasn't there. I went off track, but you know, we're getting there. Still in first. Still in first. Alright, there we go. definitely on the podium, so we will open up the final tier, even if we don't get first. But obviously my intention is to get first. This horrible chicane just to get through. There we go. In the top two, one car, well, two cars left in the battle. One car left in the battle apart from me, of course. There we go. That's got to be a victory. Oh, look at that. You don't get much closer than that to winning. I was taking a risk there and it almost backfired, but actually it was spot on perfect. 11,800 as all endurances are if you win. That is tier 14 completed. On to the final tier, 15. Might need to service the car again. Look at that, there's another endurance. So I think what I'm going to do... How many endurances have there been? 1, 2... Oh. Not as many as I thought. 3... 4... 5... Okay, right, so we're at 93%, and there we go, look at that. Minimum PR to compete in the Cup is 68.3. Guess what the car is? 68.3. So I think what we're going to do, we'll do Autocross and Cup, and there's a possibility of being able to do Endurance without having to service the car. Let's see how we get on. I think I got first. I did 25.6. Thank you very much. 2 races left. We have hit the halfway mark, would you believe it, on M dollars earned though. That's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Look at that. Service not required, but durability is indeed low. So we're going to do the Cup first, because I reckon you can complete endurance with a car that has negative durability. So Grand Prix circuit, because it always is a Grand Prix circuit, at Dubai. How many laps? 7 again. Wow. Good grief. I tell you what, we're going to be so close. We're going to be so close to hitting 250,000 M dollars again as we complete this series. That's just madness. Trouble. We're into 12. Yeah, they're a bit all over the place, these cars. I'm going to go down the inside, I think. There we go. Okay, up into 8. Really do need to overtake a few more cars before the end of the lap. A bit of a bump there, into 5th. Into 4th. Crazy Car Videos asks, what is my level in this game? It's over 600. I can't remember exactly, but we'll take a look once this race is over. There we go, third. But yeah, it's in the 600s. I want to say 618, but I might not be quite right with that. Into second, a little bit of a bump, but you know, it's allowed. I think in the States they call that rubbing. There we go. Go back into first. Unfortunately, 5 more laps after this one. So we'll keep an eye on the time again. Well, it's as good as a 1:35, that one. 0.002 seconds of under a 1:35. I reckon these laps, after you've got first, are the best opportunity to set the fastest lap, because it's before you catch the back markers. And obviously back markers do tend to slow you down. Just the effort of overtaking, you tend to lose a few seconds. If it is around about the 1:35, I mean, what, 7 laps? We're talking as good as 11 minutes worth of racing again. Alright, there we go. We're actually slower, 2 seconds slower, so we need to do a lot better. I did make a few mistakes on that lap. Let's see if we can remedy that this time. Oh, you see, I've made a mistake again. And that's going to cost me all the way down the long straight. There we go. Yeah, I still think I'm not going to be as quick as 135. We are at least in the 135, so 135.819. We are catching back markers, so I don't think I'm going to go any quicker. The last couple of laps I've messed up here, so let's see if we can get this right. Okay, so the cost of being slow at the beginning on the 2 previous laps, I've not made that mistake this time round. Still wasn't a brilliant exit because I did get smashed overtaking that second car. Yep. A 137.666. Ooh, spooky. And slow. Right, so penultimate lap. We are ahead by over 500 yards. So what I will say is there have not been any banana skins during this limited series. But I'll also say it's been a long limited series. I don't think I've ever had any motorsport event last 4 separate streams. And again, the reason why that is, just so I'm ramming the point home, motorsports earns your M dollars, and M dollars has a cap of 250,000 a day. So as soon as I hit the cap, put the game down, at least in terms of racing in motorsports. Right, there we go. Not a particularly fast lap, but here we go, final lap, 600 yards ahead. Okay, 700. All right, then 800. Right, I'm not going to service the car because I reckon I can get endurance done even if the car needs servicing. Edge Gamer enters the chat and says hello, welcome along, good to see you again. Hope your day has been a good one. Mine's been a bit of a strange one today. Right, there we go. That is coming up to the end of lap 7. So we take one more back marker. A bit crazy on the driving there. a 1:36. Nevertheless, that is first. $75,100 M dollars earned. Look at that. 200,000 M dollars on the board. Literally. If I do the endurance, I'm going to earn probably 20 to 30,000. I've almost already hit the cap. Now, I'm not going to service the car just yet. So even though it has negative durability, in other words, it really needs servicing, it is endurance. And we know in these sort of events, endurance will typically want to get first. You'll have to do something like 6.3 miles. There we go. I reckon I can do 6.3 miles, even with a car that needs servicing. Let's see if I'm right. Mostly Gamer says, today I'm going to buy a new vehicle for the competition. Some American muscle. Alright. Alright, well, best of luck with that. 70 seconds on the clock. There we are, we've got the timer up to full. I think I've probably got to go round 3 times, which could be a tall ask actually, but if we've got plenty of cars to overtake, we should be alright. In 7. Two miles on the scoreboard, so we will need to go round 2 more times to get first, but we do have 87 seconds on the board, on the scoreboard, on the clock even. Into 6. Three miles on the scoreboard. Halfway there. Go, that is two laps down. One more lap needs to be done. That's 4. 5 miles completed. Oh, Max Verstappen's back and puts hello, sir. Well, hello there. Welcome back. Been a while. So that is 6 miles reached. There is third, there is second, and first, which means 100% completion. "46 minutes into the stream, and would you believe it, we've almost already hit our $M earning pack for the day. So what I've done, I've gone back to the first video, so I've got that on screen or on another screen. We can do a quick compare over 4 days. Before I spent money on the car, and obviously we now know how much the car costs. If you're playing this over 4 days and all the other activity that comes in, what is the difference between starting the event and ending the event 4 days later, from a Monday through to a Thursday? What other stuff do you earn in the meantime? Bear in mind I haven't done any racing in any other series, so the only gold I've earned is from either the daily reward, playing ads, or the weekly time trial and the online multiplayer tournament. So it will be quite interesting once we've done this. There we go, look at that, 29,278 M dollars earned. I've only got 19,000 M dollars left to earn. So I'm still not going to service the car. I'm just going to click continue. And there we go. 100%. 2,000 VP, 20 gold, 700,000 M dollars, and the Emira as well. 25 gold also to be had from the VP reward. 700,000 M dollars, taking us all the way up to over 4 million. So let's have a look at how this actually compares. So first off, if I go into my rewards, let me just collect the rewards. I'm not going to touch the M dollar ones. We'll keep those for a rainy day. Let's collect the 25 gold and the R dollars just because, no particular reason. Right, so before starting the event, in terms of gold, I had 1,536, and after completing the event, bearing in mind the car cost 351 gold, I've got 1,472. So that's only a net loss of 50, 60, 64 gold. That's not bad. But if we look at M dollars, before starting the event I had 3.2 M dollars. I've now got over 4 million M dollars. So that's pretty impressive. So even though it's taken 4 days, it's been a good way of breaking it up, and pretty much over those 4 days I've been able to recoup all the costs associated with the car. To answer, I think it was Crazy Car Videos. Is it in there? No, where is it? There we go. Sorry, 616 is my fame level. So a little bit off, but there we go. Crazy Car Video says, ever since I tuned into your live stream, I've been impressed by how pro you are at this game. Well, that's very kind of you. To be fair, I'm not that good. I'm not bad. And the reason why I say I'm not that good, I'd probably put myself in either the 5% or 10% bracket. And the reason why I say that is in a weekly time trial, I can never get to Group A. And normally I'm not even close to Group B, but I'm consistently in Group C. Massey Edge Gamer says, watch your speed. And oh, new person I think in the chat, Philippe says hello back, welcome along. Lord Night Moons also enters the chat and says hello or welcome back. Aaron C. John says almost half of the M dollar bonus you get by completing to 100%. To be fair, that's the case in most of these events. It's most of these series. It's not just the M dollar earnings; it's the gold as well. If you consider there was 50 gold up for grabs and you've earned 20 gold completing to 100%, it's nothing new. Aaron C. John says 1 million M dollars more and you will hit the M dollar limit. Exactly. It means I've got to spend M dollars again. But there we go. That's it. That's the tournament completed, or the limited series completed. I do have 29,000 dollars to earn till I hit the cap for today. So let's do a little bit of a celebration of winning the car. So we're going to go to the GT4 series that this car is in. And there we see it, 63% performance GT racing. Now, obviously, I'm not going to get to 75% because I'll hit the $M cap. But I think what I'm going to do is the endurance around Mount Panorama, probably earn about 24,000, and that will hit the $M cap for today. Service the car. This car and this series will then be back tomorrow with the potential of taking the series to 75% and earning an additional 21 gold. And that's how we roll here. Now, I didn't actually see if I had to do 6.3 miles. So, not sure. Let's just see how we get on. Let's just see how we get on. Yet again, not paying attention, doing too much yapping. Oops-a-daisy. So Felipe asks, have you already finished the entire road or motorsport collection? No, so in the past I've had them up to 100%, but I'm on my way back up to 100%. So at the moment, road collection sits at 81% completed, and I own all but 2 of the cars. And sorry, that's road collection sits at 81%, and I own all but 2 of the cars. And motorsports sits at 63%, and I've got quite a considerable amount of cars still to own in that section. But when I first started playing this game, I did have 100% completion, but I put it down for a couple of years. But yeah, that's one of the intentions we intend to do, taking the road collection to begin with up to 100% completion, and effectively each release we go up 1 or 2% in terms of completion. So intend to keep that up. Philip asks, have you been playing for a long time? So I started playing this game almost shortly after it came out, and I did put it down for a couple of years. It was round about when one of the NASCAR series came out. I put it down then because they changed how the game worked in terms of the events, which I didn't like. But then I picked it up again, and I've been playing it ever since. So I'd say out of the 12 years, been playing it for at least 10. But to be fair, it's only since I've started streaming in the last year that I've probably started taking it a bit more serious. Oh look at that. First. So I think that will be $N. The $N cap reached. So it literally did take 4 streams to get this series to 100%. I think what we'll do, we'll slow it down now, because because we don't want to we don't want to be earning 35,000 M dollars when we can only have 19 applied. So we'll sort of slow it down. That's good. We've added another car to the garage, and to be honest, it's a good car. It's nicely balanced. It's a good car to drive. It's obviously a mid-range PR car, but it's wonderfully balanced. Felipe puts, I'm Brazilian and I'm watching here from Rio Grande do Norte, is it? Do Norte. Well, welcome along. Thank you very much for watching. Much appreciated. There we go. End dollar cap reached. So another relatively short stream. So I'm going to service the car. And that ends racing for today. So we completed the task of completing the limited series, winning the car, and the series that this car is in, Performance GT Racing. It will be back tomorrow with an opportunity to get to 75% and earn 21 gold. Now, as we've got a bit of time, let me talk about what we'll be doing in tomorrow's stream. Oh, look at that. Motorsport's gone up to 64%, but you can see what I mean on the cars. I've still got 50 cars to earn on the motorsport side, but on the road collection there, I've got 324 out of 326, so that's not bad at all. Let's have a think. Right, so tomorrow we'll do the online multiplayer tournament. I haven't done any of that yet, so we'll start that tomorrow. Let's have a quick look at the cars. The top car I've got fully upgraded. Oh no, I haven't got fully upgraded. I've got it 25 out of 28. We'll talk a little bit more about upgrades opportunities for this week's cars in tomorrow's stream. Also do the weekly time trial. This is actually quite interesting because I think all these cars are half decent. So we'll start off with the Toyota. I'm literally going to go left to right in tomorrow's stream. We'll start off with the Toyota, see what time we can set. Then we'll do the Aston Martin Valhalla concept. And you see there, I've got that fully upgraded. So unlimited drives for me until the car runs out of durability. And then on to the Aston Martin Valkyrie. Again, fully upgraded. So unlimited drives. Now, I suppose while I'm looking here, I should just check what the state of the durability of these cars are. That's fully serviced. That's fully serviced. That's fully serviced. So all ready for tomorrow. So that's 2 races in tomorrow's stream we'll be doing. I'll also have a go at the Electric Berlin. See if I can improve the time on that. Spoiler alert, I doubt it. But we'll have a go. We'll have a go with that. So that's 3 series. The 4th series will obviously be in motorsports. The GT4 series that we've just won the Lotus Emira GT4 in. So Performance GT Racing. And in addition, we've got 2 series in the exclusive section to have a go at. The Zenvo Aurora Tour exclusive series, opportunity there of taking it over 75%. And the Bugatti La Voiture Noire, opportunity of taking it over 50%, no, 25%. So tomorrow, lots of opportunities to earn some gold. So that's looking good with the gold sitting at 1,472. So yeah, there we go. That's the end of the stream for today. There'll be more racing tomorrow. So there we go. So Felipe says, I've been playing this game for a month and I see several other YouTubers playing with different controls. I wanted to know which control you recommend for better gameplay, to feel the car better. Well, I would suggest, again, it depends on yourself. The default option is tilt A. So, I mean, the first thing I would always say, you always go for a tilt option, that's for sure. So you're turning your device to, well, obviously turn the steering wheel. Um, I moved away from tilt A and I moved to tilt B, which means that you're controlling acceleration and braking. So, in terms of those sort of controls, Tilt B is the best, in my humble opinion. And if you want to get better at the game, then Tilt B is the way to go. It is a little bit harder to get used to if you're currently using Tilt A, which is the default. But you'll get there. You'll get there. And typically, what it'll mean is that over the time, you'll just be quicker. All right. All right, there we go. So that's the end of the stream for today. We will be back tomorrow. Um, if you have enjoyed this video, if you would be so kind as to give it a thumbs up or a like. If you'd like to see more of this type of content, then please look to subscribe to the channel, The Fifth Guardian on YouTube, or follow The Fifth Guardian on Rumble. With that being said, I hope whatever is left of your day is a very good one. And I hope to see you all tomorrow. Until then, Fili- Felipe says, thank you very much. You're very welcome, sir. Until then, thank you and goodbye.